What up, everyone? I'm here. We got a great guest today. We got Mr. Peyton Ellis from Coventry, Rhode Island, one of the top wrestlers in the region, no doubt about that. Peyton, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, boss. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Super hyped to have you on the show. Great wrestler, great personality, dude. This is gonna be a good one.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
So, bro, how old were you when you first started wrestling?
I was actually 5.
5, dude. So,
5 years.
so what year was that? When were you born? You youngin.
It was around 2011. I was born in 2006. So
Damn, that's crazy. I'm just thinking
yeah, I've been wrestling for a bit.
2000. So,
Yeah.
man. But what club was that?
So I actually started at Warwick Pal for like my first year, but then I started training judo at Mayo Quanchi, and then I found a home there immediately. Went over, switched wrestling, and those are my guys for life.
Bro, so you trained judo a little bit? Was that like just to work with wrestling, or was that something that you thought you could excel in as well?
So before I transitioned over to wrestling, I was like a 4-time judo national champ. Like
Really?
at Mayo, judo was our main sport before wrestling. Like when we were little, I always favored wrestling more. I just always liked it a little better. But like my partners like Gabe and my old partner like Luke Legassi, we used to do judo all the time. It was the sport at Mayo before we transitioned over to wrestling, and I've taken over that too.
When did you like stop judo, or when did you make the transition to just full-time wrestling?
Probably in like 6th or 7th grade, I'd say. That was when I really decided like wrestling's gonna take me to college and stuff, and gonna bring me to where I want to be in life. So that's when
And
I
were
made
you
the
on
switch.
a middle school wrestling team? Because I know they have that in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I was on ASFMS, the Falcons in Coventry.
Oh man,
And we never lost. We never lost.
Who was
We
on
never
that
lost.
team?
Ryan Conlon was on that team. He was my partner. Hayden Myers.
Nice.
Like Gabe wrestled with us as an independent. That team was star. Aiden Robichaud, Adam Beasy. That team was star loaded. Josiah and Mason used to wrestle on that team. Like it was a tough squad, and it's still tough to this day. We got little young guns like Sam Floody, Logan Berry, Chase Armstrong. Those kids are studs.
Yeah, dude, I definitely know those names. Dude, do you know
Yeah, those kids are,
when Rhode Island middle school wrestling started?
I have no idea.
Like, is that new, or has it always been a thing? Do you know?
I think it's always been a thing, like a while.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Middle schools have teams.
Yeah, super cool.
So also when you were in youth, how did you handle losses and stuff? I doubt you lost very much, but were you one of the kids that would throw a temper tantrum, or were you good at controlling your emotions?
I was a little kid, so I'd obviously cry after I lost, but I never really was like slamming my headgear, yelling at my coaches and stuff. Again at Mayo, like we create like good people there. It's not just like good athletes or good fighters. It's like all around a place to go to become like a better person. So I was always taught to like keep my head down, just like never losing, only learning, and it's still like that to this day. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So when did you start traveling out of Rhode Island and out of New England to like the elite competitions? How old were you?
So it was in 6th grade actually. We in 6th grade, our first like big national tournament was Virginia Beach, and they took us, and the goal there was for us to like get our asses kicked, like just go out there and get mollywopped. And Gabe ended up making it to the blood rounds, and I ended up making the finals. And they were like, "Oh, these kids are actually kind of good."
Yeah.
That's when we realized that like we had real potential in wrestling, and we should like transition over.
And did you notice like a difference in the competition between the kids from other states and kids in New England? I mean, obviously you made the finals, but were you tested a little bit more down there than you were?
Yeah, it was definitely tougher for sure. I was just sticking with like my judo. I was just yossing kids back then.
just fucking just throws and everything.
Yeah, we were just sending kids on their heads back then.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Were there any specific like camps or clinics that you went to during youth that like left an imprint in your brain? Ones that you'll always remember?
So for judo, Mayo used to hold like a summer camp that was like 2.5 weeks long, where teams from Florida and like New Jersey and New York would all come down and train, and it was super cool. It was a lot of fun. And for wrestling, you know, I went to Big Dog Camp, like it's a Rhode Island thing. Like that camp always helps the youth wrestlers a lot.
Nice.
But other than that, nothing really, you know.
And just what's your favorite youth memory in general? You know, specific match, getting the dub, or you know, time at practice, or time at a tournament where you're just with your team.
Just like I just remember working hard, man. Like
Nice.
as a little kid, me and Gabe used to be the same size, so we'd be partners more.
Back in the day.
And the goal was just to outwork the high schoolers and just kind of show everybody like who's the boss around here. It still is like that to this day.
Nice. And you know, seeing those high schoolers and wanting to outwork them, did you feel you were ready to take the next step at that high school level, or in
Yeah.
high school level?
Yeah, I definitely going into high school. I definitely felt elite. I felt like I belonged there. Like I was one of the top dogs just walking in.
Nice.
Obviously, I knew I had like to prove myself, but everybody does. I just felt like I felt like I was ready though.
Yeah, you knew you were like one of the top prospects, like per se.
Yeah.
And were you considering any other high schools aside from Coventry?
Not really. You know, Joao Vicente, he's the coach at Coventry alongside Charlie Gaffney, but I've known Joao since I was like 5, 6, like from the dojo. He's been like a big brother to me my entire life. So getting the chance to wrestle under him and like keep learning from him throughout my high school experience is a blessing. It truly is.
Nice. That's awesome. Shout out him.
Shout out Joao.
Yeah. So, and then your freshman year, that was the COVID year, right?
Yeah, it was a tough year.
Did Rhode Island do anything for that?
We had a state tournament that year.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd that go for you guys?
It was fun, you know. I pinned through it, but it was just that 106 back then. But it was a good experience, you know, just to kind of get your feet wet a little bit.
Mhm. And then how did you hear about the Spartan New England tournament that year? Was it just word around the clubs?
Yeah, I think that tournament was invite only, so like you had to get invited to go to that. So it was a good experience. Yeah.
And you know, placing fourth there, like you said, you knew you were elite. Did that kind of solidify that feeling for you there, that you just went in there as a freshman, took fourth on the podium?
So throughout my entire middle school career, I didn't really lose much. So that tournament, even though I placed fourth in New England's my freshman year, it was more of a humbling experience. More of an experience where like it made me realize I wasn't the best anymore, and I had to work.
Took 2 losses.
And I had to work for where I wanted to be. Yeah. So it made me realize like I had to work for where I wanted to be in order to get there. So
nice. But you know, after that, you head back down to Virginia Beach. You know, another tough tournament, and you took 6th at freshman nationals, right?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was good. You know, just another tournament. Just felt like just going out there, y'all awesome kids, having fun. Yeah.
And then heading into
always the goal
for you. Sorry?
I said that's always the goal, just you awesome kids, you know?
Nice, yeah. Scoring points, putting on a show.
Yes, sir.
And then going into your sophomore year, dude, were you hyped to have an actual full season?
Yeah, I was super excited. You know, like finally. So my other coach, Coach Gaffney, he's really tough on the wrestlers. He's an old school coach, and he's a big guy on. You have to prove to him that you're good at wrestling before you just walk on the team and think like, oh, I'm the best. Oh, I'm the best. And because of the COVID wrestling season, he was still on edge about me. He didn't really know if I was good or not yet. So I was like, I promise you, coach, like I'm going to show you this year I'm elite. Like, I promise you, I'm going to show you. So it's like just a motivation thing in my brain. Like it's just time to show him, time to show everybody. Like I'm elite. I'm supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good, it was a great experience.
Definitely did prove that throughout the whole season.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun one.
How did it feel to win an actual Rhode Island State title after, you know, a full-fledged season? Did he finally think you were good yet, Gavney?
Yeah, you know, he thought he likes to.
He's like, yeah, this kid's all right.
Yeah, he was walking off the mat. He's like, "You're okay, I guess." I was like, "Thanks, guys." But that sophomore season was probably one of the greatest teams I've ever been on. I mean, that Coventry team, we went undefeated that year in Rhode Island, and we won states. Like,
was Mason Park on that team?
No, he graduated by then.
Gotcha.
That team we only had 2 state champs that year too, me and Hayden Myers. But you know, it was just a great experience, like all around, to actually win a state title as a team.
Nice.
Like, I know what it feels like to win one individually and win a team state title, and just winning one as a team, seeing everybody around you happy and stuff. It's a great feeling. It's great.
Being able to share that with everyone.
Yeah.
So, and then heading into New England's that season, you know, placed third at the real-time New England's. Did you still feel like there was just work to be done?
Definitely. I mean, I lost a heartbreaker in the semis.
Yeah.
That match was crazy. But, you know, it was still, like, at the end of the day, I sat down myself and I was like, I'm definitely proud of where I'm at, but there's always room for improvement. There's always room to be better. And I just felt like I was just eager to win my first New England title. Like, I was itching at it. So I just needed to get one.
Yeah. And is that one of the things that, you know, just motivated you throughout the entire off season, keep you working hard?
Definitely. Like, it was just lingering in the back of my mind. Like I need to win a New England title this year. It's my only goal. Like, it's all I want to do is win my first New England title.
Gotcha. And then, you know, heading into your junior year, you know, last season, you're supposed to have, I'm talking specifically the state tournament. You're supposed to have this big challenger, or this big little challenger, David Perez from Pontigansett. And then, you know, no respect to him, because obviously it's a great wrestler. And he's amazing, you know. But, you know, didn't you pin him in, like, you just called him real quick in the finals, right?
Yeah, I just took him down and cradled him. But no disrespect to David. I mean, I've known David since I was 5. That's like my brother. Mm-hmm. So wrestling him every time is always a heartbreaker, because, you know, when you like, grow up with somebody and you both have the same dreams and aspirations in life, it's tough to have to face each other to accomplish your own. Yeah. But all respect to him. He's the future. He's the now of New England wrestling. He's not the future anymore. He's the now. Yeah. I guarantee you he's going to be a New England champ this year. Like, he's different. But with all that anticipation and like adrenaline running through my veins, I don't even remember the match at all, really. I kind of just blacked out.
It was just a blur, I bet.
I just remember walking off the mat like, holy shit, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. And then you run it back, you know, next week at New England's. A little closer match this time.
Yeah, it was a lot closer. Yeah, he's really good. I feel like he's one of the most underrated wrestlers in New England, in the nation. Yeah, he had a 3-2 match with Little Hall. Like, David Perez is legit. He's that guy.
He needs to. I'm surprised he's not more known on the national stage.
Me as well. He's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. But then, you know, after that New England title, or that match, how did it feel to finally capture that title that eluded you for a little bit?
You know, it was great. I definitely could have wrestled better in the finals, but I was just so nervous. Like, everything was just running through me, like, finally being there in the moment. I kind of got stage fright, and I shut down a little bit. But, like, sitting down after, like, my plaque and everything, I was just so relieved that I finally got it done. Like my goal was finally accomplished. And then right after that, I was just like, now I need another one, you know?
Yeah.
Now I need to have 2.
So no, I bet, you know, that's just been the only thing on your mind since then, you know, just got to win that second title.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big motivation of mine. It's just a double repeat, you know? It's huge.
And you also have the opportunity to be a 4-time state champion, right?
Yes, sir.
That would be pretty cool too. Pretty cool too.
That'd be super cool. Like
How many
super cool.
4-timers have there been in Rhode Island? Do you know off the top of your head? Or?
I think like 4 or 5.
Nice. So hey,
I'm looking to do it.
Yeah.
Looking to do it with my brother Gabe this year.
Yeah, dude.
Double 4-time the same year.
That'd
Yes,
be
sir.
dope.
It would be dope.
So this past off season, what's been your favorite event that you've competed at?
Definitely Journeyman. I love going to Journeyman.
Nice.
I just I just like the way Journeyman's organized. Like the matches go by fast, and you just get out there and you just scrap against the best guys. It's invite only, so like, or you have to get into the tournament at least, like, accepted into the main event. So you know every kid you're facing is a stud, and it's just I just like that like aspect of it. It's the best of the best.
Yeah, definitely an elite event. You know, you win a few there. You know you're
Yes,
good.
Yeah, I took I think I went 4-1 this year, or 5-1. I took 5th. Like not too bad, but there's always room for improvement. Always.
Yeah, and it's an elite tournament, you know, so pretty good showing for just a kid from the smallest state in the country, you know.
Yes, sir.
So kind of shifting the tone to Coventry in general, you know. How's the season been for you guys? You were at the what was it? You told me,
Ashland Early Bird.
Yeah, the Ashland Early Bird. I knew it was something bird. So how was that for the team? You know, first event of the year. How you guys looking?
Team's looking good this year. We got Stone Farnsworth. He's always a stud.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stone takes New England's this year too. At 120.
Yeah, and you and Stone both dropped in weight. You know, 120 and 126 now. So
yeah,
how you guys doing there? Are you guys both comfortable at the new weight classes? Or although for you, I guess it's weight, right?
Yeah, we just kind of flip-flopped, but I feel like, I mean, you saw Stone this weekend, like at Ashland. He packed everybody up. Mm-hmm. He's a stud. He's such a hard-working kid. He deserves everything. That's my drill partner for life.
Nice.
He's like my brother. I love him. I think he deserves to be New England state champ. I think he's gonna accomplish his goals this year.
Yeah.
We got Bash Armstrong at 38. He's a stud, hard-headed kid.
I think I have him ranked 5th right now. He could definitely outplace that ranking, you know.
I think you will 100%. Yeah. He's a hard-working, hard-headed kid. He's always down to wrestle the best of everybody. I mean, love that kid. Nice. And we got some sleepers too. Eli Silverman. He's such a hard worker. He won it this weekend. Tech through. He's a stud. And Ason Jones, our heavyweight, man. I'm telling you guys.
I think I read about him on the Rhode Island Pro Boards.
Ason Jones is coming this year. He's coming different, I promise.
Nice.
He's the man.
So what does a usual Coventry practice look like?
Coventry practices are very tough and very long. They're 3 hours long.
Damn.
So we it's a lot. We usually do like 2.5, 3 hours long. Okay. We usually do like our warm-ups and everything, just like exercises and running and stuff for 30 minutes. Then we get to hard-nosed drilling right away. Then we get to some scrapping, some going live, finish out with some exercises and call it a day. But it's nice because most of the kids, almost everybody in the Coventry room, like they all just want it. They all want to be great. They all want to win. When you are surrounded by a bunch of studs and just like knowing the history Coventry has, like Josiah and Mason, like looking up to those guys and everything, it's like you just want to be like them. You want to win everything they did. You want to do everything they did. So it's a big motivation for the entire team just to be great like everybody else has been. So
nice.
It's really nice.
How many kids are on the team?
I think we got like 30, 35 this year.
And what percentage of them would you say have never wrestled, or this is their first year?
Probably like 5 or 6.
Really?
But
like only 5 or 6 kids?
Yeah, like we got
Wow.
Most of the kids on the team have wrestled this year, so we don't really have to go over like moves and everything. Like everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's a stud. So.
Do you guys have a dual meet tomorrow or this week?
We do have a dual meet tomorrow. We face Mount Hope tomorrow.
Mount Hope? Who's McCarthy gonna be facing? I think he's 144 or something.
He's going 44. I'll probably face Eli Silverman.
Oh, one of the guys you mentioned.
That's gonna be a big match. I promise you, Eli's coming different this year, so it's gonna be a really good match. Big shocker to a lot of people. He's a really hard worker, super athletic, wants to be great at wrestling. So I promise you.
Nice.
Just watch.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything?
Nothing this weekend. We face Pono next Wednesday.
Fun.
Yeah, and then we go up to Lowell this year.
Hey, that's gonna be a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
You, Stone, Dash, everyone's gonna get to show out.
Yeah, and we're gonna show out. I promise you. These Coventry boys are coming different.
To win it.
100%. I think we can.
Lowell's one of those tournaments like New England's where, not every team has their full roster. So, if you get 5 kids to place, 1 or 2 of them win it, that might be enough to win the whole thing.
And again, we got Stone, Bash, Eli, Ason. We got his twin, Dason.
Ason and Dason.
Those boys are studs. Don't sleep.
Nice.
We got a lot of studs this year who can make big noise. So, telling you, they're coming.
Lastly, man, I want to talk, about you and plans for after high school, because clearly one of the top wrestlers in the region. You definitely, I imagine, garnered attention from some schools. So, if you're comfortable sharing, do you have a list of schools that have reached out to you or what you're thinking of?
Some schools have definitely reached out to me, and not really committed anywhere right now. Just kind of like seeing the process out, but I got one school in mind, and they know who they are.
I feel like I know, but I don't know.
No, we're not leaking. Not yet.
No, we're not.
Not until everything's confirmed. But once everything is, commitment will be dropped, and
you gotta let me know. I'll write up the article, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. So but what is it that you would say you were still kind of not invested and had in this, or not looking at this one program? What was it, or what would it be that you were looking for in a program?
Just I want to be a firefighter when I'm older. So going to college isn't really a necessity, but obviously I still want to get my degree in something that in case I change my mind. But I'm just looking for good wrestling, and I'm trying to wrestle all 4 years. I love the sport. I'm just trying to stay wrestling all the time.
Nice, dude. And what weight you think we'd see you at in college? 141 or 133?
I'm one of those kids. I just go whatever weight I'm told. Whatever coach wants me to be at, I'll be at.
I love that. Those are the best kids.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, Peyton?
Nah, man, I'm all good.
I bet, man. It was great talking to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Shout out Coventry. Shout out Mayo Quanchi. Big things come from Coventry this year. I promise you. Watch out, New England. We're coming. That's my last thing I have to say.